Hi.
Hi.
So today's session is going to be the same format as in the past. We're going to start with phonics, move into fluency, comprehension, and writing. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. So today we're going to talk about vowel teams. And then we're going to be little detectives. And we're going to find and identify some vowel teams. So have you ever seen two vowels together like this? They make one sound. So AI, rain. They make the A sound. Train, pain, nail, sail, snail, brain, trail, wait, made, fail, chain. See how AI makes one sound?
Mm-hmm.
You don't say Ryan, say rain. Tie, same thing. I, chief, they could either make the E or the I sound. Lie, thief, pie, field, spies, belief, fries, relief, cries, peace. I know I went through that really fast, but just take a moment and look at that. I'll try to turn this thing off and I'll get you a little highlighter so you know what we're doing next. So today we're going to do more of that multi-syllable words, but they're going to have vowel teams in them and we're going to have to identify them. So that's what we're going to work on. Because I noticed when we are reading and doing this word work together, I noticed that the words with the vowel teams in them are the words that you've been stumbling on. Interestingly enough. So, how we're going to start this is we're going to take a minute. This will be really easy and quick, but it's a really good review. I want you to go through, write your little name here, and we're going to word sort the different words. Do you want a pencil?
Sure.
Okay. So the AI words are going to go on one side, and the IE words are going to go on another side. Let me grab some erasers here. I got some erasers, some pencils. Okay, we're getting there. Here's your options. I want you to sort some of these words. That one doesn't work. You have to pick from your little selection. Do you know what you're doing, or do you need me to describe it a little better? Huh? Okay, good. You're sorting the AI words on one side and the IE words on another. And cross them off as you go, too. That should help you keep track. The reason why we're doing this is because I want you to be able to identify the different vowel teams in the words. And as it may seem very easy, it's going to help you when we get to the passages when you have to decode those words. It's going to help you decode them pretty quickly. job. So IE can either make the sound I or E depending on the word. So for tie, it makes the sound I. For chief, it makes the sound E. AI makes the sound A, mostly. Good. Really good. Read me the words in this list, please.
Believe, thief, achieve, build, peace, believe, breathe,
Mm-hmm.
nice,
Remember, IE says E.
niece.
Yeah, like you. Now read the words over here.
Rain, train, tail, stale, brain, pain,
Plain.
pain, chain.
Good. Cool. Okay. Now, what we are going to do, I'm going to picture this because I need it, is, don't look so excited. You look very tired today. What we're going to do is, I want you to look through this passage. You don't have to read the whole thing, but I want you to highlight the words that have IE vowel team in them.
Just IE?
Yeah, so like spies, that would be one because it has IE. So I want you to grab your highlighter and I want you to go through and highlight the words that have IE in them, please. And then on the next page, we're going to write all the words that you identified. There's 12.
Okay.
IE, not EI, okay?
Okay.
Good. Very good. You're doing really great so far. Remember, IE and not EI.
Okay.
highlighter is really juicy.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. I want you to write the words that you found, IE words, in this box.
Okay. Oh my god.
Good job. Okay, what you got?
I got spies,
Mm-hmm.
lie,
Mm-hmm.
fries, dries, tie, cried, tied, replied, die,
Mm-hmm.
friend, pie, cried, necktie.
Okay. Okay. Did you read the story or no?
No.
Okay. We're not going to do these two. But the next part says, use one of the IE words above to finish the sentence.
Okay. Apple is my favorite kind of pie.
Good.
My mother told me never to tell a lie.
Good.
My baby blank. My baby cried when she woke up.
Good. Amazing.
Pick 4 IE words and write a sentence for each.
Mm-hmm.
pick this one, this one, this one, and this one.
And what are you doing?
I picked 4 IE words and I'm making them into a sentence.
Perfect.
Okay.
What'd you write?
I will never lie again.
Perfect.
That's done. So I'm going to put a smiley face in it. Pie. I love my apple pie. Smiley face. Dress. Do you like my dress? I will help you with your here. Done.
Good. Okay. Now here's some IE words, and I want you to clap them out. That's a CO. That looks like a D.
Okay.
Hold on. I know it's a D. It is a D. There we go. That's it. Oh, underneath. Go ahead. First one.
Quiet. Quiet.
What does the IE say in this word? Quiet. It says I. They either say I or E. Okay. Good. What's this say?
Believe.
Tap it out.
Believe.
Yeah. What does this say in the word? Does it say I or E?
E.
Good. What about this one?
I.
What word is it? Diet.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Client. I.
Good. So it's I. And what about the next one?
I.
What word is it?
Reply.
Tap it out.
Reply.
And it says I. Good. Very good. Awesome. Love that.
Slay.
Slay. You did an amazing job identifying the sound that AI or IE, makes in multi-syllabic words.
Do you have any snacks?
I sure do. Let's get through this first.
Okay.
You're doing great. Let's get a picture of this. So good. Can I have your other? Oh, you handed it to me already. Amazing. We're going through this really fast. Can I have that one too? So this was for IE. We're going to do the same thing for AI.
It sounds like
AI?
Yeah. And like the story we read about AI.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to do the same thing for AI. I want you to look through. And remember, hold on, let me get my little poster out. AI says A. Even the title has some words too. I want you to look at. Excuse me, Bernie. That's not what we're doing. Remember the title has some. This is a really good one. I'm happy we changed some stuff up. Okay. Job. You're doing so good. Okay. Amazing. That's a ton of words in there.
Yeah.
And they're all AI?
Yep.
Wow. I want you to write them in the box, just like we did with the last one.
Okay.
Amazing.
Daisy Duke's bikini Santa.
Whoa.
It said Daisy in it.
You're doing really good. Stop looking at me. You're giving him a lot of attention. That's what he wants.
There's so many words.
You're doing great.
Brittany, stop licking me.
He loves you.
It tickles. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think I could fit all the words.
Then write him down the side.
Okay.
You're doing great. Do you have Spirit Week this week coming up? It's like the week of like kindness or something.
Yeah, that's
Starting this week, yeah. Tomorrow. Do you have to wear blue tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do we. So does Miley. I don't have anything blue. Blue jeans and a blue shirt.
I have like a blue tank top.
I have blue leggings and a blue shirt and a blue headband and blue earrings and blue nail polish and blue eyeshadow. But is that crazy?
Yeah, but you should do it. Because that would be so preppy.
Maybe I will. Put on my blue back brace.
You have a blue one?
Of course I do. I'm crippled. Don't make fun of the cripple. That's rude. Keep going. You got it. You're almost done with this section. Come on. We're moving really slow. But you're doing great. It's already been 30 minutes. Can you believe that?
Can you get some snack, please?
Yes, I can.
Snack.
Keep writing. And then remember, we're not going to do these parts because we're not reading the story. We're just looking for the words. And then you're going to do this and this once you get this done.
Okay.
We have Halloween little bites, but there's only 2 in each, so you can have both kinds if you want those.
Slay.
I thought those would be cute for trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, but there's only 2.
Yeah, well, they're little kids. You gotta rip it on the little line. I'll give you some gummy worms out, but I'm gonna... We'll see. I'll make some pasta sauce tonight.
These are literally bite-sized.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. I'm crazy. I know. I'm crazy for doing this, but...
Keep going, girl. We're taking a long time.
Yeah, but I need to try it.
Everything goes good with worms. Okay, stop writing. Use what we got here and try to finish those.
Okay. Guess who I'm being for Halloween? And Amanda.
Finish your thing and we'll talk about it. Okay.
This one doesn't make sense. I
Let's
don't know
see.
what it is.
The teacher tried to blank how to answer the question. What would a teacher do if you didn't know how to answer the question? What would they do?
They would.
They would what it?
They would.
If you're like, Mrs. Del Grosso, I don't understand this. I would have to something again. X what?
Explain.
Yeah. Good. Now pick 4 of the words and make a sentence with each. And then I'm going to give you some multisyllabic words and we're going to have to tap them out and identify them. What'd you say?
Oh no, I stained the couch.
That's really funny. Keep going. What'd you write?
Daisy said 6, 7.
Okay.
I know, I'm crazy.
Hi, Bernie.
Again.
What'd you write?
Can we do this again? Question mark.
Good. Ending mark. Last one.
Oh no. I fainted. Oh no, I fainted.
Daisy said 6, 7. Said is an AI word. Perfect.
6, 7.
Oh no, I fainted. It was good too. Okay. Can I have that other paper? Okay. Here we go with this. So these are some longer words that have AI in them, and I want you to tap them out again and tell me what the word is.
Raisin.
Okay, raisin. What does this say in the word?
A.
A. What about this one?
Complain. A.
Complain. Okay.
Containment.
What is it? What's the whole word?
Containment.
Say it normal.
Containment.
Yep. What does this say in the word?
A.
Good. Tap this one out and then say it normal afterwards, okay?
Entertain. Entertain.
Good.
A.
Perfect. This is a hard one.
Understandable.
Nope.
Unattainable.
Mhm. Unattainable. Do you know what that means?
No.
Unattainable means you don't think you're ever going to be able to get it. Like you can't attain it. Unattainable. You can't get it. It's hard to get. That's what that means. Good. Okay, we're going to move on to our next section. Cool. Look how many notes I took. Wow.
That's a lot of notes.
Well, you're super smart. So I have a lot of notes sometimes. When you do really great things, I have to write them down so we can keep track so that every session that we do together is different and builds upon the last. Otherwise, it would be the same thing over and over and it'd be boring. So that's why we do it like that. Okay, this is done. Now we're going to move on to our favorite, fluency. Woo! That's when we read and I record you and we listen to it and we grade you on the fluency checklist. So we have a couple of things that we're going to read this time. These are all words that have vowel teams in them. Okay? These all are vowel team passages. So there's phrases, sentences, and a passage. We're going to start reading these out loud. And then you're going to read this whole passage. I'm going to record it. We're going to do the fluency checklist. You're going to read it again. So before we get into that, I want you to read these phrases out loud. And then we will move on to reading and recording our fluency sessions. Okay, where's my pen? Okay. So we're going to start with reading the phrases. All of these worksheets are vowel teams. Go ahead.
Okay. A messy playroom.
Good.
Brownie cookbook.
Mhm.
Finishing it.
Try again.
Fishing downstream.
Good.
Fantastic wheelchair. Athletes.
Good. Read that whole thing again. Fantastic.
Fantastic wheelchair athletes.
Good.
Smelly seafood.
Good. Those are phrases. They don't really mean anything. Just to get you more familiar with reading the words with the vowel teams in them. Really good job. Go ahead.
Sparks flew as the snow plow cleared the roadway.
Okay, read it again.
Sparks flew as the snow plow cheered.
Close.
Cleared the roadway.
Good.
We saw the
Just one again.
Entry. Entire.
Good.
Fairground from the top of the Ferris wheel.
Good.
The trusty old steamboat.
Good.
Loaded. swiftly downstream.
Good.
Soybean.
Soybean.
Soybean products such as tofu are a mainstay of
Asian.
Asian food.
Good.
A toadstool is a mushroom that is
I says oi.
Poisonous.
Good. Very good. Okay. This was really good. We did really well. Okay. Now, I want you first to read this in your head and circle any words that you need help with, so then I can tell you what they are. And then the first time you read it out loud, we're going to record. Cool. Except. Suburbs. Suburbs is like a town with a lot of houses. It's not the city. It's not like in the middle of the woods. It's like a neighborhood, like where you live.
And Amanda.
Yes. That says browbeat. Although okay. Ready? Let me grab out my recorder. Okay. We're just, I'll record when you're ready. Go ahead.
Okay. The feral hogs or wild boar is an outlaw animal. They make a boatload of problems wherever they go. They go anywhere on Earth except the Arctic. Wild boar can thrive in any habitat, from mountain meadows to city suburbs. They eat anything they can find. Wherever they go, feral hogs browbeat and endanger native species. Both plant and animal, they destroy property and many even attack humans. There is no foolproof method of controlling them. Although they have many predators, including humans, that least meat lovers find wild boar tasty.
Imagine having a wild boar in your backyard.
That's crazy.
That's actually nuts.
I don't even know what they look like.
A wild boar looks like that. They're like a big fuzzy pig, but they kill people and animals. So like we have, where we live, we have bear and deer and all that. In other states, they have wild boar.
And hippopotamus.
Yeah, similar in that they're vicious, but yeah. So in New Jersey, we don't have wild boar.
Yay.
Maybe, but not where we live. We have a big bear problem though where we live, so that's kind of comparable to a wild boar situation. So what I want us to do before we get into this, I'm going to read it. We're going to listen to that. You're going to read it one more time, then we move on. Okay. The feral hog or wild boar is an outlaw animal. They make a boatload of problems wherever they go. They go anywhere on Earth except the Arctic. Wild boar can thrive in any habitat, from mountain meadows to city suburbs. They eat anything they can find. Wherever they go, feral hogs browbeat and endanger native species, both plant and animal. They destroy property and may even attack humans. There's no foolproof method of controlling them, although they have many predators, including humans. At least meat lovers will find wild boar tasty. It sounds like a big problem. I'm glad we don't have that. Imagine, they said they can go anywhere on Earth except the Arctic. They can thrive in any habitat from mountain meadows to city suburbs. So they could live in the woods or like eating garbage, I guess. They eat anything they can find. That's crazy.
Wait, so a wild boar can maybe live behind my house?
They don't live near us, but yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
We could look up where they live, but Okay.
Feral hogs or wild boar is an outlaw animal. They make a boatload of problems wherever they go.
What do you notice so far?
I'm reading really slow.
Okay.
They go anywhere on Earth except the Arctic. Wild boar can thrive in any habitat, from mountain meadows to city suburbs.
What do you notice?
Reading slow.
Why do you think you're reading slow?
Because
What are you pausing on?
the hard words.
The hard words. And you know what I've noticed? A lot of the words that you think are tricky are vowel team words. And this is a vowel team passage. That means that when we work together and we do word work in the beginning, we should be focusing on OI words, OU words, and EA words. Those are the words that I noticed that we're gonna work on. But you're doing pretty good. You know, you circled the words that you're having trouble with, but you're doing okay. Right? I want you to fill out this checklist. Ouch. Now, as we
They eat anything they can find. Wherever they go, feral hogs browbeat and endanger.
I will say this whole recording is like 2 minutes long. That's pretty quick. You read it at a good speed. Your speed was okay. You stopped at the words that you were having issues with, which is normal. And that's what you're supposed to be doing. But your rate and your speed that you read it is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. You want to try to read it again and then we'll move on? Read this last paragraph.
This one?
Yeah.
There is no foolproof method of controlling them, although they have many predators, including humans. At least, meat lovers find wild boar tasty. Foolproof method of controlling them, although they have many predators, including humans. At least, meat lovers find wild boar tasty.
Now fill this out. Fill it out.
Tasty.
You did great. You did really great.
Tasty. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
What do you want to work on next time? Nice. Took a picture of that already, but let me see. Good job. Okay. Nice. I'm happy that I'm able to identify what kind of things we are working on. That's great. next section. It's already been an hour. Can you believe that? Wow. We're doing really awesome. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So for this one, you'll have a minute of a break right now. Ugh. I need to get that story map open on our computer.
I need a stretch.
To stretch. You have a minute to stretch and relax. We'll take a little break while I set up the technology. You know, sometimes it doesn't like to work.
Nice. This feels nice.
Your little back bend.
Uh-huh. Hey, Amanda. Doogies.
Okay. Just give me a second. This takes a few minutes to set up, but we're getting there. Google Drive. We need this one, but we also need this one. Our good old story map. Okay.
Okay. I'm living my dream.
With a dog on you?
Yeah.
Okay. So before we get into this, I have the story map ready to go. Can I have the highlighter?
Is my break done?
No. You're going to read a little bit more than you did last time.
Okay.
I'm going to start it off, and then I'm going to pass it over to you. I'm just going to run to the bathroom really quick. So take your time. If you want to look over the paper before you read it, you should.
Ugh. This is a yucky. It's okay. Mine. You want to read with me? Lay down.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This passage it's called Grandma's Great Escape. Now you've gotten pretty good at finding the quotes that show the problem and the resolution, right? You've gotten pretty good at that. Now we're going to practice during this part explaining why they prove your answer. So you're going to tell me why it matters after we pull out the quotes, okay? You're going to fill out the story map and explain how your quote proves it. So we'll go back and forth reading, and then remember, we're filling out the story map. So the author, the setting, the characters, the details, the problem, the solution, and then what the moral of the story is. Okay, I'll start and then I'll pass it to you, but make sure you're paying attention.
Okay.
It's called Grandma's Great Escape. Jack's grandma is not any old grandma. She's a lot of things. When she was younger, she had tons of different jobs. She was a dolphin trainer, an acrobat in a circus, a professional dancer, and most importantly, she traveled around the world on adventures. Grandma learned to speak loads of languages during her travels. Even now, years later, she's still fluent in English, German, cat, and Spanish. She remembers a little bit of dolphin, but she would need a bit of practice before holding a full conversation with a dolphin again.
Not only has Grandma's life been very sparkly and interesting, but she's met lots of sparkly, interesting people. No matter how famous they were, they'd always be thrilled to stop and have a chat with her. That's just Grandma's life. That's just what Grandma's like, and Jack knows that better than anyone ever. Even though she's a tiny bit forgetful these days. She never forgets the important things that Jack tells her. Like how he has bad dreams sometimes when his parents argue, or how he really wants to be a hockey player when he grows up. Even though her bones are cracking,
Creaky.
she can still dance and run, and she'd probably still be able to do a backflip if the nurses at the care home would let her.
Okay.
All of you guys just love
Okay,
me.
but we're still reading. Okay. What did you end with? Let her. Jack goes to the care home to visit her every Saturday morning, and he stays until his dad picks him up in the evening. Their favorite spot to sit and chat is the window seat that overlooks the garden. Normally, they manage to snatch the cookie tin out of the kitchen. Grandma distracts the cook, and Jack sneaks in and swipes the tin off the counter. It's always Grandma who gets the first pick of cookies because she's the oldest. Jack doesn't even mind. Grandma gets away with it because she's his very favorite person.
One Saturday, they were taking up in the window seat, digging through the cookie tin to find the biggest chocolate cookie they could find for Grandma. She let out a long sigh.
Defeated
sigh. I'm poor Jack, Grandma said as she rolled her eyes.
Everyone.
Everyone in here is so. It is so. She
Waved
waved at
her
waved her wrinkly arm around exasperated old.
But Grandma, Jack began, and then he hesitated for a moment. You're quite old. The cheek of it, Grandma gasped. She found a chocolate cookie at last and took a huge, defiant bite out of it. I'm not old, she grumbled as crumbs spilled out of the corners of her mouth. Maybe you need a hobby, Jack said. What does everyone else do here for fun? Grandma stretched out her arm and pointed dramatically across the room, her eyes wide in horror. The gold bangles around her wrist rattled. In the corner, a group of other people's grandmas and granddads sat together in matching armchairs, clicking their knitting needles in the exact same rhythm. They knit, Grandma said and took a sharp intake of breath. I can't stand knitting.
Don't they have a yoga group too? Jack
Suggested.
Delicately. I don't want to do yoga, she
Whined.
I want to go on adventures again. Grandma was normally never this grumpy. Usually she'd be halfway through telling Jack a long,
Elaborate.
elaborate story by now, with her eyes lit up and her hands clasped together in
Excitement.
Well, that do you want to do? Well, what do you want to do? Should we ask one of the nurses if we can go for a far walk, he said. They won't let us not while it's raining like this, she said as she wistfully stroked
Yeah. Stroked. You got it.
The window with her fingertip, watching the raindrops race each other down the glass. I used to love walking in the rain when I was your age. My sister and I would splash in all of the puddles and get soaked. Have I ever told you about when I floated and we had to build a raft just to get down the road?
Her eyes glinted as she remembered. That was an adventure I'll never forget, she said. I wish I could make you feel better, Grandma, Jack sighed. Well, maybe you can. Maybe we could go on an adventure, Grandma said as her eyes lit up again. But I thought you said the nurses wouldn't let you out in the rain, Jack started. We could always sneak out when they're not looking. We could have our own adventure as long as we're back for dinner, she replied. That was the most excited Grandma had looked all day. She'd finally gotten her sparkle back.
Before Jack had a chance to reply, Grandma had jumped to her feet. She wobbled slightly and seated herself on Jack's shoulder. Steadied herself on Jack's shoulder.
Keep going.
Right, she whispered in his ear. Glancing across the room at the nurse, they were pottering around balancing trays of hot milk and stopped from time to time to admire the kitchen.
The knitting circle.
I'll get my coat. You think of a distraction. Grandma bolted past the knitting circle and into her room, pulling her door swiftly shut behind her. Jack felt his heart flip over his chest. He couldn't bear this thought for letting Grandma down.
Did you pay attention when we read that, or you have no idea what's happening?
I do.
Okay. Just asking. Okay. So, we read that story, right? I have it pulled up on my phone. I want you to take some time and fill out that story map independently.
Okay.
I want you to fill out, there's no author on this story, but you can write the title.
Okay.
And then you're moving to the setting, where they are, and then characters, key details, what happens, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So, pull this over. You're going to have to keep this to refer back to it. But I really want you to try to do it on your own.
Okay.
Should you know what you're doing? Can you tell me what we're doing?
What?
Can you tell me what I asked you to do?
You told me to do this independently.
Do what?
The story map.
Good. 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 good.
Smells like hot chocolate.
She wants to hang out. She's good. You got it.
What
Keep
does
going.
the conflict mean again?
Well, we need more than that in key events. What did you put under key events?
mean key D.
Yeah, what'd you put? We spend time together on Saturdays? Doing what? What's going on? What's happening? Yes, they spend time together on Saturdays, but what are they doing on this specific day in this room? What are they doing this whole time?
Okay.
What'd you put?
I put they spend time together on Saturdays, period. They were trying to get out of the nursing home and they said that grandma is very adventurous.
Very good. Okay, so now what's next? The conflict.
Yeah.
What's the problem in the story?
The problem is that grandma's bored.
Yeah? Can you pull out a quote that shows that? And then I want you, remember, you're good at finding the quotes, but I want you to practice explaining why the quote tells us that grandma's bored. And just be like, this quote, tell me why. So find the quote, you can highlight it if you want, and then tell me why.
Somewhere on this page.
Okay, let's find it.
Did we read the back side?
We sure did.
Okay. So Jack said, maybe you need a hobby, and that tells me that Jack is, and that Grandma told Jack that she's bored.
Well, where does it say that? Exactly. Where's your quote that you found?
Maybe you need a hobby, Jack said.
Okay. You can write that. Write it down. And then remember, you're going to tell me, explain why that proves your answer. Why does that tell us the plot? You just said it. why does that prove your answer? You just said it.
Because
Yeah.
it's telling us that grandma said that she is bored. Period.
Good. Okay. And then the next one is the solution. How do they solve that problem?
They solved it by sneaking out and going in the rain.
Okay, find that.
Maybe we can go on an adventure.
Who said that?
Grandma.
Okay, and how does that show your example? How does that show you the solution?
Because since Grandma wants to go on a adventure, it's telling us that she's sneaking out.
What's the solution to the problem? The problem was that what?
The problem was Grandma was bored.
And what's the solution?
The solution is that Grandma wanted to go on an adventure, so they went on an adventure.
So they what? What did they do? You just said it.
Adventure.
Before that. You started to say it, you changed it.
So they went on an
How?
adventure by sneaking out.
There you go. So find that quote.
Okay. Maybe we can go on an adventure, Grandma said. Grandma said maybe we can go on an adventure. Grandma said by sneaking out. Period. Okay, now the theme and lesson.
You really need to get into that. I think you did an amazing job. I think you did great.
Thanks. Leslie. Come.
Okay.
Come up. Oh, too tired.
Okay. Really good. Okay. I'm very happy with that.
Thanks.
You solved this pretty good. Okay. And now our last and most favorite thing to do.
I don't think I want to poop it up.
This is our last thing. And then we're done. We have like 40 minutes. So, good writing makes you feel like you're in the story, right?
Yeah.
Today we're going to add sensory details. So things you see, you hear, you feel, you smell. You already added. There's some dialogue in it, right? Some little quotes. There's dialogue in it. Now we're going to add sensory details. So I want you to add at least 3 sensory details. And use this checklist while you're drafting. So as you are reading and making edits, remember the name of your name, the title of the story. I want you to check things off as you are going through it. Okay? So let's find a really plain sentence in your draft, and let's work together to revise it with sensory detail. Okay? If you have no idea what we're talking about, we're going to do that right now. So I'm going to read your story. The first sentence is amazing, and it has some sensory detail. It was a windy Monday morning, and I woke up and I went to go eat breakfast and watch cat videos. I love cats. And when I was watching my cat videos, I suddenly thought I really want a cat. So I went to the adoption center and I saw it. I saw the cat I really, really wanted. So I looked at the price and I saw this kitty was $124. Wow, that's a lot of money. Oh, I don't have that kind of money. I need to start saving up for this kitty, I said. She went to her job interview at the restaurant. Okay, something I noticed here. You're talking in the first person over here. So I, and now you're saying she. So you should change this to I. I went to a job interview at the restaurant because I want to be a waitress. But it takes forever to get the training done. So who asks? I ask, how long in training? And the guy that was going to train me said, it takes 10 hours, blah, 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 blah. I said, yes, I will do that. So I started to train so I can get the kitty, and I make $15 an hour. Then I work 8 hours a day, so that would be $120, and I need $4 more once I can buy the kitty, and go to the doctor, I got the kitty, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we're going to add 3 sensory details. It was a windy Monday morning. Let's start with that one. It was a windy Monday morning. That's pretty good. What's something that we could add to that? To add some sensory detail. Whether we talk about how we feel, what we hear, what we see, what we smell. It was a windy Monday morning. I was cold. It was chilly. I felt the breeze.
It was a windy Monday morning.
Comma. I what? I want to experience being there. I want to close my eyes and imagine that I'm there. It's a windy Monday morning. I
felt the windy breeze on my nose, my ears.
Okay, write that. We're adding 3 sensory details to our story.
And I felt the wind on my nose and ears.
Very good. I want you to also, after you add that, I want you to read through your story a few times and just think about where you can add some more detail to it.
Okay.
You're going to have to edit stories, honey, when you get, anytime you're older and they make you write paragraphs, you're going to have to fluff them up. So there's good ways to fluff them up. We added the dialogue to it last week, but now we're going to work on the sensory details, because when you read, you want to picture yourself like you're really there, like you're the character in the story.
Okay.
Okay, what'd you add? Read it to me.
Okay, so after like
I hope you didn't write like. Okay.
Okay, so after like I said that like I need to like start saving up money, I said after that, and the smell being so bad that I have to cover my nose.
Where were you when you said that?
The adoption center.
Why? The smell of what?
Cats and dogs.
So write that.
Disgusting.
Because I want to know what that smell is. I don't want to just know that it stinks. What does it stink of?
Nose. Because
Yeah.
the dogs and cat smelled so bad. I said dab instead of bad.
You got it. That's why we got that spell check.
Boom. I don't even have my costume yet for Halloween. And it's the 5th.
Can you believe that? I don't have mine either.
What are you gonna be?
Junie B. Jones.
Who is that?
Junie B. Jones.
Who
She's a
is
book
that?
character.
I'm being Ruby.
Okay. I love that. I want you to continue.
I'm gonna send you a picture of my wig.
I can't wait to see it when we get back to your house. I want you to finish. Keep going. Almost there.
I don't have the costume yet.
Well, you can show me later.
Okay.
On the phone. On your phone.
That's all I could think of.
Read me your entire story.
Okay. It was a windy Monday morning. I felt the wind on my nose and ears. And I woke up and I went to go eat breakfast and watch cat videos. I love cats. And when I was watching my cat videos, I suddenly thought I really want a cat. So I went to the adoption center and I saw it. I saw the cat I really, really want.
Okay.
So I looked at the price and I saw that this kitty was $124. Wow, that's a lot of money. I don't have that money, or I don't have that kind of money. I need to start saving up, I said. And the smell being so bad that I have to cover my nose because of the dogs and cats smelled so bad. I went to a job interview at a restaurant because I want to be a waitress. But it takes forever to get training done. So I asked, how long is training? Question mark. And the guy that was training me said, it takes 10 hours to train. Is that okay with you, ma'am? I said, yes, I will do that. So I started to train. I started to train so I can get the kitty, and I make $50 an hour and $15 an hour, and I work 8 hours a day. So that would be $120. then I would need $4. So that means I can buy the kitty. Yay! I can buy the kitty. I can buy the kitty. Yay! I'm going to the adoption center. I got the kitty, and it's a black and white kitty, and the kitty's name is Oreo.
I think we need more in the last paragraph where you're like, I go to the adoption center, it's a black and white kitty, kitty's name is Oreo. I think we need to add something in there about how you felt when you got to the adoption center. Because remember, we're adding sensory detail. So you could say, like, I felt my heart beating and I was excited and maybe the adoption center didn't smell so bad now that I knew I was getting my cat. Something about that. Because we go from, like, you made enough money at your job right into you have the kitty. But we don't have any information about, like, okay, now you made enough money. Now the next day, I went with my new paycheck to the adoption center and I asked for this kitty and I was excited and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's no, you know what I mean? Like, it jumps right to the end. There's more I want. I want more from the story right there. Right here. And I don't feel like we have it. I can buy the kitty, yay, like here, I feel like there needs more information. Like you could say, like, I'm going to the, with my paycheck, I'm bringing my pay, the next day I went to, you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? If I'm not wording it the right way? I feel like we need some more details in that part of your story to make it more fun.
Then the next day, okay, I think it looks much better now.
What'd you put?
Okay, so I said the next day I went to the adoption center and I got the kitty. And then
That's all you said?
yeah.
I need more. You could even say before I went to the adoption center, I went to the pet store and I bought some supplies. And then at the end, you go to the adoption center and you get the cat. Or you go to the adoption center, you get the cat, and then you go to the pet store and you get the supplies. Like, I need more information.
Oreo. So.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be like a really cute story.
Okay, done. Okay.
No way.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Why?
Read it to me. Read it to me.
Okay. But the whole story?
What you added.
Okay. I added, like, after, like, the whole entire story.
Yep.
I added, like, after, like, the name. I added. So then I went to the pet store and I got some kitty toys and I got some kitty food. OMG! Is that good enough?
No, I need more information.
Okay. 2.
You listen. Okay. Go ahead. You're right. You're on your roll. Go for it.
Period. Okay.
Period. Period.
Okay. I'm done.
What you got?
Okay. So then I went to the pet store and I got some kitty toys and I got some kitty food too. I also got a bed and a water and food bowl and a litter box with a lid on it and also a cute blanket for the kitty. Is that good?
Well, what about the cat? You didn't say anything about the cat other than you got it and its name's Oreo. Go back to that paragraph that had it, that talked about that, and add more. If you're having a hard time, I just want you to take a moment and read through your whole thing and add more sensory detail where you think it's missing stuff.
Oreo loves with
Oreo loves to bite people.
what?
I don't know. You're not telling me. Bernie, stop.
The cat.
Oreo likes to eat worms.
Oreo loves to play with me and loves to eat.
read the whole entire thing.
The whole entire
The
story.
whole entire story.
Okay. I got you. How to get a kitty.
Yes.
I love kitties.
Wait. After you read this one, I want you to do your checklist, and then we're going to go back and edit what we need to, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
How to get a kitty. I love kitties. It was a windy Monday morning. I felt the wind on my nose and ears.
Keep going.
And I woke up and I ate breakfast and watched cat videos. I love cats. And when I was watching my cat videos, I suddenly thought I really want a cat. So I went to the adoption center and I saw it. I saw the cat I really, really want. So I looked at the price and I saw that this kitty was $124. Wow, that's a lot of money. I don't have that kind of money. I need to start saving up for this kitty, I said. And the smell being so bad that I have to cover my nose because the dogs and cats smelled so bad.
Freeze. Does that sentence fit where we put it?
No.
No. Where should we put that sentence?
I think we should put it right here.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how to copy and paste or not yet?
No.
Okay. So you highlight it, you do Control X, you go here, Control V. Okay, read that again. Read that.
Okay.
I went to the adoption center. Start there and read that.
I went to the adoption center and the smell was so bad that I had to cover my nose because the dogs and cats smelled so bad.
Good. That flowed better, right?
Yeah. I saw it. I saw the cat I really want. So I looked at the price and I saw that this kitty was $124. Wow, that's a lot of money. I don't have that kind of money right now. I need to start saving up for this kitty, I said. I went to a job interview at the restaurant because I want to be a waitress. But it takes forever to get training done, so I asked how long is training. And the guy that was going to train me said it takes 10 hours to train. Is that okay with you, ma'am? I said yes, I will do that. So I started to train so I can get the kitty and I make $15 an hour and I work 8 hours a day. So that would be $120. Then I need $4 so I can I need $4, so that means that I can buy the kitty. Yay! I can buy the kitty. I can buy the kitty. Yay! Then the next day I went to the adoption center and I got the kitty and it was a black and white kitty and the kitty's name is Oreo. Oreo loves to play with me and loves to eat. So then I went to the pet store and I got some kitty toys and I got kitty food too. I also got a bed and water and food bowl and a litter box. A litter box with a lid on it and also a cute blanket for the kitty. Ta-da!
Okay. I want you to use your checklist and check it off. There are some things I'd like you to edit, but I want to see if you can figure that out just by going through your checklist.
I read it. Sly.
Whoa.
Done.
Okay, so you scored yourself perfectly on the checklist, right? So let's look at your draft. Remember, I want you to add 3 sensory instances in your story. So you have I felt the wind on my nose and ears, right? So let's highlight that. You said dogs and cats smelled so bad. I want you to add something else down here, something else sensory related. Do you know what that means? Something else, words that help the reader feel something. So what sensory details can you add to make the story stronger in the last couple of paragraphs? I felt, I smelled, I tasted, I touched, I heard, I felt the cat's purr on my chest as I held it. I smelled the stinky cat breath when he kissed my nose. I heard the restaurant guy yelling at me at training. Something that would make sense for your story. Whoa. What'd you add?
So, I don't really know if, this is being weird. See, the computer's being weird. Yeah, but I don't know how to put it down here.
Where would you want it to go?
I want it to go in front of the cell.
That's really weird. Why is it doing that? And you've been able to write this whole time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's what we'll do.
Slay. Am I done?
No. Anything that has those little squiggles under it is stuff that we need to edit that either isn't the right grammar or isn't spelled correctly. So anytime you see something with the squiggle, I want you to right click, which is on this side toward me, and see the suggestion, and maybe it makes more sense. So
Okay.
that's what I want you to do. But don't just click on everything and accept all the changes if you don't think it would make sense. Because sometimes I suggest things that don't make sense.
How do you spell bowl?
What do you mean? Use it in a word. The
Like-
sentence.
Like an eating bowl.
B-O-W-L.
B-O-W-L. Store.
Because sometimes it's not going to make sense if you just accept it. Sometimes and I see that a lot in my own writing, sometimes your writing actually does make sense and the computer doesn't pick up on it. So don't be so quick to just approve all the spell checks if you don't feel like they're right. Okay, read the story.
Okay.
It's your own story. You should be able to know it.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
How to get a kitty. I love kitties. It was a windy Monday morning, and I felt the breeze, and I felt the wind on my nose and ears. And I woke up and I went to eat breakfast and watch cat videos. I love cats. And I
Stop for a second. If you're reading it and you're like, what? Spell check might have changed your words and you might have to change them back if it doesn't make sense. Continue.
And when I was watching
Whoa. You got it.
And when I was watching my cat videos, I suddenly thought I really want a cat. So I went to the adoption center and the smell was so bad I had to cover my nose because the dogs and cats smelled so bad. I saw the cat I really, really want. So I looked at the price and I saw that this kitty was $124. Wow, that's a lot of money. Oh, I don't have that kind of money. I need to start saving up, I said. I went to a job interview at the restaurant because I want to be a waitress. But it takes forever to get training done, so I asked how long is training. The guy that was going to train me said it takes 10 hours to train. Is that okay with you, ma'am? I said yes, I will do that. I started to trade so I could get the kitty, and I make it $15 an hour, and I work 8 hours a day. So that would be $120. Then I need $4, so that means I can buy the kitty. Yay! I could buy the kitty. I could buy the kitty. Yay! Then the next day I went to the adoption center. I got the kitty and it is a black and white kitty, and the kitty's name is Oreo. Oreo loves to play with me and loves to eat. Before I went into my car, I felt that it was so cold outside. So then I went to the pet store and I got some kitty toys and I got some kitty food too. I also got a bed and a water and food bowl and a litter box with a lid on it, and also a cute blanket for the kitty.
I would add you got the blanket to keep the kitty warm because you said it was cold. Cute blanket for the kitty to keep it warm. That's what I would put.
A cute
It's at the last
for the
sentence.
kitty
To keep him warm, or her, or whatever it is. Or it, I don't know.
Keep How do you spell keep?
Is it C or K? What do you think?
Keep.
Him, her, it, that, the cat.
Warm.
Okay.
Period.
It's blue squiggly. Okay. Last thing I want you to change.
Would. Yeah.
Anywhere where you're talking about dollars, instead of writing $104, I want you to put the $ and write the numbers 1, 2, 4, whatever the numbers are. Okay. So do you know how to make the $?
It's right here.
Yeah, but you have to press Shift and then 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I want you to go in and edit. Anywhere that has money, I want you to change it to with the $.
Okay.
Do you put a $? $? Comes first. There you go.
Okay.
You also talk about money down in this paragraph. You said you make $15 an hour.
Oh yeah.
And $120 and $4 more. You say dollars a lot.
15.
Instead of $15, it's $, 15. You got it.
I forget what I put. Oh, yeah.
I've done 120, I think.
Yeah, it was 120. Okay, I did it. What's that?
Let's see, we got 3 minutes. I'm going to read it out loud to you. And tell me what you think, okay? How to get kitties. I love kitties. It was a windy Monday morning, and I felt the wind on my nose and ears. I woke up and went to eat breakfast and watch cat videos. I love cats. And when I was watching my cat videos, I suddenly thought I really wanted a cat. So I went to the adoption center, and the smell was so bad that I had to cover my nose because the dogs and cats smelled so bad. I saw the cat I really, really wanted. So I looked at the price, and I saw that this kitty was $124. Wow, that is a lot of money. Oh, I don't have that kind of money. I need to start saving for this kitty, I said. I went to a job interview at the restaurant because I want to be a waitress. But it takes forever to get training done, so I asked how long is training, and the guy that was going to train me said it takes 10 hours to train. Is that okay with you, ma'am? And I said, yes, I will do that. So I started to train so I can get a kitty and make $15 an hour. And I work 8 hours a day, so that would be $120. Then I need $4. You have to do that one too. So that means I can buy the kitty, yay. I can buy the kitty, I can buy the kitty, yay. The next day I went to the adoption center and I got the kitty, and it is a black and white kitty. And the kitty's name is Oreo. Oreo loves to play with me and loves to eat. Before I went into my car, I felt that it was so cold outside. So then I went to the pet store and got the kitty some toys, and I got the kitty food too. I also got a bed and water and a food bowl and a litter box with a lid on it, and also a cute blanket for the kitty to keep her warm. Okay, little edit here. Right here where it says $4, where the cursor is blinking, change that to the $ and the 4, please. Because you said $4 right here. Make that say $4. And then anywhere where it's blue and squiggly, I want you to go under and edit that really fast.
Would will be. Sure. Would will be.
Click it and now read that sentence that it changed, just to make sure it makes sense.
And I work 8 hours a day, so that would will be.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's it.
Erase. Nope. That would be.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. That was the only one.
Yeah. Amazing. We're done.
Yay!
So the next time we meet for the writing, we're going to edit this a little bit more, and then your story will be finished.
Slay.
You're doing really good with this, Gabby. I'm really proud of you.
Ah.
I'm going to stop this, and I'll get all of our stuff ready.
Ah.